And we are back again, on our way to the final McGuffin. The third McGuffin to complete the McGuffin trifecta so we may combine them together into maybe like a giant robot suit. I don't know, nobody told me what these things are supposed to be doing, I'm just doing it. Kind of the story of my entire life in the wasteland. Everything has a reason, it's just that nobody ever tells me what those reasons are. It's kind of like everybody just has a brain collapse when they see me, and they're like, you! Hey you! Whatever your name is, go do this task for me. Oh, no, enough of my brain is still working for me to not tell you why I want this task done. Just go do it, please. What's even more alarming, maybe, is just how persuasive that seems to be. I always go along with this stuff. Oh, darn it, there is a mine in the lunchbox. Luckily, I am too swift for that mine. Oh, I see some guys over there. But they can't see me, because nobody thinks to look on top of the pipe. Except for whoever put a bunch of frag mines up here, what the heck? This is one of these things that you want to complain about, because it's like, who would put frag mines on a pipe? But then you're up here on the pipe, and the frag mines are actually an obstacle, and suddenly it doesn't seem so dumb. It's like whoever did this is vindicated, but only because they were as dumb as I am and decided to go up on the pipe like I did. I guess it's similar to when you go to like an adult store, you know, for like a gag gift for a friend on her birthday, something totally innocent, you're not in there for yourself, and then somebody you know walks in the store and it's like, oh, hello, and neither of you can say anything because you're both in the store. You could tell your friends, you could be like, so, I saw Sam in the adult store the other day, and they'd be like, how'd you see Sam in the adult store? Were you in the adult store? And you'd be like, no, I was just there to buy like a thing for a friend. You know, because, like, that stuff is hilarious, and is never serious. I mean, when you buy a toy and it's a fake boy part, then everybody knows that it's a joke, and there's only one thing that someone could do with a toy like that. Use it for prop comedy, mostly. Perfectly innocent. So, yes, anyway, basically it's the same thing as putting frag mines on some random pipe that you don't know anyone is actually gonna climb on. I may have climbed on it, but that guy probably just put the frag mines down as a joke. It is prop comedy, the prop was frag mines, and the punchline was, oh god, frag mines. Pretty funny when you think about it. Actually, probably more funny than using adult toys in prop comedy, now that I think about it. I mean, there's not a lot of ways that you can turn adult toys into jokes. Pretty much all you got is, hey look, I've got this adult toy! Haha. For totally innocent reasons. I guess if you're a prop comedian by trade, you could also write it off as like a tax deduction, which is really funny, but for kind of like meta reasons. Your audience really can't get in on that joke, but the IRS, though, they'll be thrilled. Maybe. Or, you know, maybe not. They've probably heard that one like a million times. What is this? Wooden crates full of ammo? In the antenna room? Of course, that's right where you would expect all the ammo to be. Oh, I feel so silly now, man. In the room with the killer dogs with all the weapons attached to them for killing people? No, you wouldn't have any ammo there. How about in the stealth suit room where they test out the stealth suit with guns and all kinds of other stuff? No. But the communications building, oh yes, of course, they just pile up the ammo here. It just makes perfect sense. I mean, you get all these crates full of ammo, and what are you gonna put the ammo in? Nothing, it's a communications room! Man, you know, the big empty, you try to follow a certain amount of reasoning, you try to be logical, and none of it applies. Maybe I should re-examine how I think when I'm in this place. Maybe I ought to just assume that there's like a listening device in my butt, and everything I do is influenced by that listening device. Especially places where I sit. A listening device would be very concerned about where you sit if it was in your butt. You wouldn't want to sit on a magnet, for example. It would screw up the device. Actually, now that I'm a cyborg, what would happen if I sat on a magnet? Would it stick to me? If I put it next to my eyeballs, would it make me see a bunch of distorted colors? Because they removed my brain and my eyes are connected directly to my brain, but they didn't remove my eyes, so my eyes must be connected by circuitry now. I wonder if a magnetic field could make me go blind. And oh my gosh, I walked right into that magnetic hydraulics room and I didn't even think about it. I could have been in serious danger. That's an accident waiting to happen. They should put signs up. They have all kinds of cyborgs walking around. Warning, this room could make cyborgs go blind. And also, I wish more places were protected by these projectrons. They're so useless. Anyway, it looks like there's not really anything else here. Just a bunch of goodies for me, some really weak stuff to kill, and here we go. I'm up on top of a satellite dish now. Kinda refreshing to have a fetch quest where actually it is just fetching. And oh boy, it's ammo for that gun that I used to tickle sparrows. So adorable when they laugh, their little birdie laughs. So I guess this is what I'm looking for.
Trying to steal the H2 transmitter array antenna, are you? You won't succeed. Not if my lethal Robo-scorpions have any say in the matter.
I yanked an antenna out of a thing! I leveled up! That is how you get knowledge. I guess I'll just go with melee weapons, because that seems to be working. Also, just a little bit of explosives. Anyway, here we go, and sure enough, there's a scorpion. Even though they can't open doors, they get inside anyway. Just one, though. A tiny one. I'm okay with this. And of course, lots and lots and lots of health, but it seems very confused, not very maneuverable. And dead. And explode. I was too slow. It's just a little bit hard when the scorpions are broadcasting Dr. Mobius's voice as he's shouting at me about something else. Cannot make out a thing. Also wonder how exactly that works. Are the scorpions programmed just to complain in Dr. Mobius's voice or what? Anyway, I'm not going down there to fight a swarm of scorpions. I'm going around wherever this place takes me.
Beware Dr. Mobius's army. His Robo-scorpions crawl everywhere, in search of intelligence to devour and stupefy.
Well, now that just came through loud and crystal clear. Why couldn't I hear Mobius earlier? Oh well. Can't believe there's no more scorpions up here. Oh. Looks like some guys directly in the way. Come on, silenced pistol! Okay, that tears it. I'm getting rid of this thing. That used up like half my ammo. And okay, I'll just leave this here. And you guys can come right up over that hill if you like. Oh, for goodness sake, I just want to live. I'm starting to think you guys might be worse than the Robo-scorpions. Did you like that? It was a frag mine. Prop comedy. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, that handles that. Man, getting around this place is starting to be like an art form. Oh, for goodness sake, more of them? Well, okay. Ow. Okay, just getting a little out of hand. Using an awful lot of drugs now. Serpentine, serpentine. Get away from me, I hate you guys! I'm one of you. Okay, you live down there now, alright? Oh, no way. Now the lobotomites are teaming up with the skeleton astronauts? Man, I give up on this. I don't know why I ever got bold. I should have stuck to cowardice. It's worked for me so far. There are times when I have to draw a line, and when the skeleton astronauts team up with the lobotomites, even though both are reputed to be mindless and violent, why am I the only thing they're violent against? This is so much butt. This is so much butt, anti-logic, enemy of all reasoning and happiness. Man, I'm going home. I'm getting out of here. Frickin' hate everybody. Hate you, stupid robot scorpions. Hate the frickin' plasma gun astronaut skeleton. This is all worse than the Sierra Madre. You are all worse than the Sierra Madre. Give me back my red choking mist of death. At least it keeps you jerks inside. You stupid cooperative with everyone except for Queen Latifah jerks. And I'm the only one who wants to be nice to anybody. There is no hope for this terrible place. There is nothing good that will come of this. I am going to take this last McGuffin, and I am going to shove it up something's butt, and then I'm leaving. Oh my god. I'm going back to the dome. Looks like the top part of a frickin' golf ball with like a hexagon on top. So stupid. Everything is stupid. I'm gonna give this stuff back to the brains, and they're gonna be like, duh, duh, duh. We don't know what we're doing because that is what they keep doing to me. Actually, I think I might talk to Dr. O before Dr. Klein. Why not?
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
It's not really breaking news. I've been here for a couple days. Also, I think that impossible is not a word. You mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robo-tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What? The Pip-Boy? I can't take it off, I don't think.
How dare you bring Robo-tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Well, this Pip-Boy is useless to a doctor. But that aside, I actually wanted to ask you about other stuff.
Fine. Ask.
So, what do you actually do around here, Dr. O? Kill children?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts.
Oh,
I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
that's a neat skill, but, not that useful.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Okay, fair point in your favor. But anyway, you were saying earlier you have another name? You're trying to correct everyone?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Oh, come on, I'll listen. I'm friendly.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
So your name is Dr. Zero? Is that like a nickname or a given name?
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Well, that's kinda got its own negative connotations, but whatever, I guess it's your name. Do you want me to call you Dr. Zero, or what?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right?
Alright,
It doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
I'm sorry.
Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
What if you just put a slash through the zero? You know, like when you're filling out forms? That way people know.
What?
Yeah, you know, like you put a slash through the zero when you're filling out insurance forms so everybody knows it's a zero and not an O.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
Oh, it's okay. That's not useless to be so dumb. I mean, really, you're just as smart as everybody else here, and, you know, this is what you want to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, confidence.
At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, as the old adage goes, what's in a name if a rose smells as sweet as whatever? I mean, really, you should just focus on who you are and what you've done with your life. Why be Dr. O when you can be Dr. You?
What did accomplishments ever do for us? Please. I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The make a zero and all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
Well, you're welcome. So, you got any interesting stuff to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's 2 scrap electronics and 2 scrap metals. Thanks, that's great.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Okay, great. Oh, hey, do you have more of those worthless caps that I can test out? You know, I need a few more.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Oh, cool. Thank you. So, okay, I guess, see you later, Dr. O.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Well, Dr. Zero turned out to be kind of a nice guy. Maybe a bit of a doofus, but they're all kind of doofuses. At least he doesn't have any kind of weird hang-up, like murder puppies or things like that. So, okay, Dr. Klein, I got your thing.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Yes, I've got 'em all right here. Look.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections.
Woo!
Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls.
Yeah, you guys are weird.
Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
How truthful indeed. So, is this all that you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is not, like, super encouraging. Is this good?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Right. So, do you know what they do? Or are we just wasting time?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on
Are you just dicking with me?
how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Do I seriously have to help? Okay, maybe the sneak suit is really useful for sneaking, right?
I suppose it could. If it could be quiet for more than a few moments, always talking, touching things.
Right.
It does have an interface disruptor weave against electronics, like the Forbidden Zone door. Let me check something. Of course,
Of course.
I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics.
Okay.
Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Yeah, and I'll get to go home, which is great. I guess I should go after him now. Assuming the door is unlocked. Is the door unlocked?
The door should be unsealed.
Whoa.
Now, instead of being subjected to threats,
Right.
we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius.
Me?
And that message is science.
Oh.
Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay, Roger. Well, I will go and be a threatening message to Dr. Mobius by daintily failing at whatever threat you want me to carry out. But I guess that's good for now. Next time, scorpions. Thanks for playing with me, everybody.